Hi, Dylan.
Jim,
Hi, Dylan.
listener,
Hi, listener.
Hi, listener.
welcome back to Hard Far Tales. We're back. What's the crack? How are we?
Yeah, good. Yeah, all right. All right. Just now realizing I left my dice in the hallway, so we'll deal with that when it comes to it.
Well, look, maybe.
I will give you one.
Yeah.
That's all I
I'll need
need.
to give him a D12. Oh, it's a
No,
D4.
I got a D4.
Perfect. I have 2 sets of dice, and I'll consider giving you one.
Yeah.
But I
We'll
also-
cross that bridge when we come
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
I have a good child.
I guess I'm doing the recap.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Roll for recap there, Jim.
No. I promised you that I would do this recap.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Remember, you did the last one.
Out of curiosity, just to see if you truly are cursed,
Oh, yeah.
will you just roll and see if you somehow get lowered to the D4?
I got a 4.
It's a 25% chance.
No.
Ah.
That would have been great.
I like that it pinged off your bottle and made a satisfying
Yeah,
noise,
that was-
though.
Yeah.
I thought for sure with that noise that it was actually going to be a 1.
Yeah. Okay. But no, let's honor past agreements.
Yeah.
And oh, hang on, sorry. Keep me honest here. First off, welcome back to Left One, the
Oh, yeah.
land of might, magic, and making friends.
Finally.
Finally. Yeah, let's knock it over to you, Ryan.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything big and dramatic, but it was
No.
just fun. I just
Okay.
needed to take a nice breath, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so guys, listen, this has all been great, and I'm glad we're all getting on and everything. But before we go off anywhere, I just need to sit down because we've seen a lot of weird shit, and I really need to sketch this out and get my notes in order, okay? Because priority number 1 is this, and I'm already annoyed because all I want to do is document fucking monsters and beasts and cool shit out there, and instead they're having me write about these dudes. Ugh. Ugh. And I don't want to bring them up again.
Yeah.
They're-
But make sure you get the horse person. Did you ever get a name for what that was?
Georgie.
Bren? George?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was Georgie.
Yeah, the Georgie creatures. Have you got a page for Georgie?
Well, that's what I need to do.
Well, I've been referring to him in my head as Clop-along.
Okay, so let's get this in order because, see, I've got to do this whole Hoots Force book and this one. So
So dumb.
I've got 2 books here.
Sorry, Ryan. I can't pay attention to you. Clough along, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard.
What? That's going to be the name for them.
Yeah, I know. It's ruined it for me.
You're welcome.
Sorry, yeah, 2 books.
2 books here. 1 for Hoots, 1 for Beasts. I feel like there should have been something clever there, but I didn't think of it in time. But anyway,
Both for monsters.
nice.
Oh,
Nice. Very good. Okay, so start now. We've gone on, we've left town. I learned some crazy shit about how basic, and now that everybody knows this, so basically what I've learned is that the Hoots Force have been doing, all their bad stuff. They've been real invested in these portals and stuff, which it seems that they're really worried about how close these are to Balega.
What? Are we pronouncing it that way now?
Yeah, with their ballet girls. The ballet guys, the ballet girls, and the ballet guy.
I can just see now that that's what it's going to be since you've done that.
Yeah.
It will be now.
You can see the switch in Dylan's head going, he's got it. World built.
Yeah, it's like I have very little planned for Valaga, so it can be anything we want.
It's probably why I have my dad's accent up like this.
Yep,
It's all coming together, Jim.
sure is.
Oh.
So, anyway, they've been invested in how close these portals are to Balega. Now that we're saying that.
I can't do that. And I certainly can't do that through Bren's accent.
Yeah, and I also canonically it's that, but me and Jim will not be able to do it that way.
That's all right. It's not your native accent.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, true.
Can it be?
And this is your native accent, right?
Yeah. I'll correct you guys. So, anyway,
Yeah.
But when there are portals and things that open up anomalies in other places, then they don't care about that as much. They still go out and investigate it, but it's not as high on their Richter scale. And the other thing is that they're stealing knowledge and they're hiding knowledge and stuff. And apparently, Cat Girl Ray sent out my dad to go and get this book, and he just never came back because he's a fucking dick and probably joined the Hoots Force and, like, I don't know, probably cheated on my mom and hope he's dead. Easy. So then, moving on to the fun
I
stuff.
thought I was the one who's supposed to exaggerate in stories, Bren.
Just let him work through.
Okay.
It'll only take another 30, 40 episodes before he gets it out of his system.
Yeah. Sid writes beside where he says that needs,
Citation needed.
citation needed.
But yeah, so on to the fun book. So we go out on this and we see some mystical happenings above a forest. And, we asked some animals and we're like, hey, dudes, like, what's going on here? And he molested a gopher.
I'm sorry. No, hold on. What? Did you put that in the book?
No.
No, you caught. I caught a gopher. Please do not write Bren molested a gopher in whatever the fuck you're doing over there.
Fine.
Bren's just on the other side of the camp and he's like, hold on, Melody. What did you say? No.
So first there was this big old buff owl.
Yeah,
and
he was
owls normally don't get
shredded.
that big.
Yeah.
So that was wild. So that seemed like, was that a mystical happening, or did he just get into a thing of whey protein? Hard to say. So then we went on, we found Vespuccio, and he was doing a circus, which is awesome. We've been trying to get to this thing for forever, but he was like, hey, somebody stole my
my jug of everlasting beer.
yeah. And we were like, all right, we can go get that. It was from like another band that took it, the Motley Crew. And so we go into the woods, and the woods are cool as shit because they all talk to us. Everything's alive. And so I need to sketch these out. So we met these treelings. Yeah, we need to come up with a name for these dudes. Bren, what should I call these tree guys?
Branchers.
The branchers and the tealings.
Wow.
Treelings. Treelings.
The ceilings is whiskey.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Treelings. So we got branchers and treelings all going around.
Yep.
And then we went around and we found these like fucked up troll dudes that were the Motley Crew. And I don't know if they were like that to begin with. I don't think so. Because there was crazy shit happening. But then they turned into a big hulking massive nonsense. And we ended up having to put that down.
Yep.
It was like trees mixed with troll. Weird. We met tree people. What do we call them? The tree zombies. Vine zombies.
Well, they kind of look like broccoli, so we could call them broccos.
Yeah. I like them. Broccos. The broccoli men
Yeah.
marched on. And, yeah. And then...
Or brocco stockos, because some of them were kind of stocky. Because they're tough broccoli.
I like them. The Brocco Stockos were stalking around the woods. We had to put those down. We met Hoots Force, and they were shitty. And one of them was weird because he doesn't have a head. We won't discuss that. Then there was a big old portal, and Bren went through the portal, and you gotta tell me what the things look like in there because I didn't actually see them.
Nothing as good looking as me, but quite majestic nonetheless. Kind of like elves, but not elves.
Elves, but not.
Yes.
So
Well, we can
like,
call them
like humans.
No,
Oh,
more
okay.
like elves, but not quite half elves. More like different elves. The same way that I'm kind of like a human, but different, kind of. I don't know. It's confusing. Please don't make me label a species of a race of people.
Sort of elves.
Yeah, sort of elves. Okay.
Did they give? They didn't say what they were.
They didn't introduce themselves.
Were they-
like,
They just gave me first names.
I'm Marie. I'm a legend. No,
Yeah. No,
Were they
they're-
more elven than half elves?
Yeah, absolutely.
3/4 elves.
They were like,
you would know that like you would have recognized them as being like very over the top elvish, and obviously their distinctive characteristics were that they resembled the seasons. So one had like kind of frosty covered skin. One was like very like bright summer colors. Others had like some like small like leaves and things growing from them.
imagine that you ran an elf through Pinterest.
We'll call them
Perfect.
Call them Etsy elves.
Etsy elves.
Etsy elves,
Perfect.
yeah.
The Etsy elves. Nice. All right. So I've sketched these guys out. Did you meet anybody else?
Yes, a clop along.
A clop along. All right.
Yeah.
What's this like?
Like half horse, half dude.
Half horse, half. All right.
Yeah, top half dude, bottom half horse.
Oh, that's less exciting.
Yeah, I
I was
know.
already. I gotta scratch this out. I was already drawing this with the top half of horse.
I'm sure they're there too.
Now,
They're called top alongs.
as
And they fall over lots.
it's very good.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, Jim.
Now does he actually carry coconuts to make the horse noise? As
I couldn't
it's
tell because
going?
I was doing that. And you know, sometimes when two things are making the same noise,
Everybody's
it's hard
just-
to.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So yeah, that we met them. They were like, "Whoa, we're gonna enslave the Hoots Force, not enslave. Treat them like pets."
Mhm.
But we didn't know what type of pet owners that was. Was that like nice pet owners? Was that like dog fighting ring? Was that more of a BDSM thing? Hard to say. We didn't
Could be
ask
all of the
questions.
above.
We said, "Cool with all of it. You can have them."
Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of assumed it would be fine and left.
Also, adding to the there was a book that we recovered, but was not able to keep the book because it was a warlock tome.
I mean, Sid doesn't know that.
Does Sid not know that? Does Sid not encountered warlocks? Sid would know about warlocks.
You'd know about it from
No?
your town training,
Is
surely.
warlock not a magic type that exists in Lethuan?
No,
No.
not really.
Okay.
Because to table talk this for a minute, warlocks get their powers from great ancient sources and powerful sources of magic or powerful beings, most of which are not residents of the material plane.
All right. Sid scratches out warlock tome and says, and puts a note that says, "Check for stroke." What was that? Not sure why I said those words. Don't know what that means.
Do you smell toast, bud?
Book,
Bren is actually cooking some toast.
the book was, I have written here, the notebook was laminated and
it was laminated.
also magical.
Yep.
And even though it was laminated, it fell apart. So must have been quite old, but just freshly written and looked like, with their notes on what was going on with, as I have mentioned on the previous page. So yeah, and now we're gonna go back. Indeed.
No, there was something else.
Banner.
We ran into the Pungo Fungo.
Well, I mentioned that when I was talking about the trolls. They turned into they melded with
we're not
the
doing
leaf
it chronologically. Okay, well, I'd like to put a distinction in your book. We should call the bigger one a Pungo Fungo.
No, it'd be really confusing in a type of manual if you did it chronologically. You gotta,
Okay, so we've got the
Creature
small
by
ones.
creatures.
Yeah,
yeah,
we got the small ones. What do we call them?
the Broncos.
The Broncos.
But then there's the little
Stucco
trolls that I
Broncos.
actually just called trolls because they were the motley crew.
Yeah. And they were just trolling everyone. I
Well,
guess.
then when you put those two things together, you get a Pungo Fungo because it's like a big fungusy thing that smells.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's actually a decent name, kind of.
Yeah.
Let me go again then.
In comparison.
What's the Pokemon that's just a trash bag?
Oh.
Garbador.
Garb.
No, Garb.
Isn't that his evolved form?
Garbos. I don't know.
Trash. Pokemon.
You're just going to get a...
Trubbish.
Trubbish.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, and I like that because, well, we can't use it, but it would be perfect because it kind of combined with the shrubs.
Yeah, and thorns.
You
Thorny
just call it
shrub.
shrubbish.
That's already a Pokemon as well. I think.
Fuck's sake, Pokemon, get your shit together.
Let me see if that's a
Yeah.
Pokemon. Shrubbish is very familiar.
Yeah.
But it doesn't address the smell because Shrubbish is, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh well. Can't win them all.
Yeah.
No.
We did.
I mean,
Fungo.
they got 900 or some odd Pokemon ahead of us, so we're facing an uphill battle here.
That's Pal World's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
say back. How could we make another? You've already made them all.
Yeah.
We'll just take the ones you made and use them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember Pal World?
Sid,
By the time you're listening to this, they've maybe been sued into oblivion.
Yeah.
Sid, who are you talking to?
I was writing. And you.
Oh, yeah, well, I was there for some of that. Okay.
He's got his own little single person podcast. Remember that little device he has?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see it there under all the leaves of paper.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll affect your audio quality?
I'm trying to use it as a noise gate and an extra S'er as I move the leaves around to make the S noises real loud.
Sounds super.
Super.
So,
That might just be dead air. I don't know how
Well,
our de-essers work.
we'll see.
Ounds Uber. Right, we should probably get this flask of never-ending chilling
Vinegar.
back to.
Yeah. Do you want to have a beer first?
Yeah, cool. I'm
Yeah.
up for it. I shake it real hard until apple cider vinegar starts coming out of it for me.
Yeah. You take a while to kind of like figure it out, and you're just kind of like randomly pouring it, seeing what happens, and then you kind of like you just actively say like, "Give me apple cider vinegar, damn you!" And that was my Bren impression, by the way.
Thanks.
And yeah, apple cider vinegar comes out.
Class. I refill all my flasks.
Yeah, nice.
You know, the longer it's left to sit, the better it tastes.
Yeah, so you guys.
Hold on. Will it do any liquid? What's the most expensive liquid?
I don't know.
Fink runs over as you say this and kind of takes it from you and starts
Here you go, bud.
thinking at it. Does it understand Fink?
It does not understand Fink.
Aw.
Yeah, Fink's
He was
just
going to
like,
get hot dog juice.
Oh, God. What's Fink doing there? Do you know what he might be asking for?
Probably his favorite liquid in the world.
Okay, what's that?
Probably hot dog juice.
I pour some hot dog juice.
Let's
Smells rancid.
let's test this. Give me oil. And
Yeah,
I-
oil comes out about enough to fill like one of your like a big flask.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I take the big flask and fill it with oil.
Yep, you do that.
Unreal.
And we try to put out more oil, nothing comes out. Seems like it needs to recharge or something.
A hard limit on that, I see.
Yes.
Because Fink got most of the liquid he could do out of hot dog juice.
Yeah, as you're kind of trying to figure that out, you then like Melly's like, oh, well, what if we just turn it back to beer or something? And it goes back to beer, and it seems like there's different. So for all
Different
you
reserves of.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's not like there's 100 liters and it can be of anything. It's of certain.
Oh, really? I take it back from Melody for a second and I go over to a rock and I'm like, acid.
Yeah, some acid comes out.
We're not giving this back. If he asks, we didn't find this, okay?
Well, that's not the nice way to be.
Yeah, if we're kind of
Fine.
maybe if we're super nice to him, he'll just let us have it.
This is potentially the most valuable thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
Like, this is ridiculous. We should try and keep this.
Well, maybe he's got more of them.
Can you detect magic on this?
I don't.
Do we have a way
I
to
don't
work
have that
out how this
spell,
is
but
made?
I can. Well, I mean, I can.
It seems magical.
Yeah, like there's.
I'm detecting that there is magic there.
I mean, there's plenty of like artificers and Magitech creators in Valaga. So I mean, like it's.
We won't have the bag by the time we get to Valaga if we give it back to
Yeah,
him.
well, I know, but we can maybe they heard of other things. We can just ask him, I guess, where he got it. Like that's.
That's true. I upend the bag and I go, reagents that made you. See what comes out.
Nothing comes out.
I don't know how to do magic.
I imagine it wasn't made of liquid things.
Yeah.
There might have been something. It could have given us a clue. If some lemon juice came out, at least we'd be on the right track.
As you say that, some lemon juice comes out. 'Cause you
Oh,
said that.
yum! Gobble it.
Melody.
Get a bit
Now,
of the
what would
acid.
happen if we chose a liquid that like this could do an unlimited amount of? like water, or something.
Yeah, Melody. Tell us how the bag works, Melody.
One, it's a jug, not a bag, and
No, but that's important because then what if we put it upside down in your bag of holding?
well, I don't want that because then all my instruments get ruined. It's
Would it?
well, I mean, like it's a very. I've got this specifically made. It's climate controlled, so that none of the wood warps. Please don't introduce foreign.
Climate controlled, infinite space.
Well, it's not infinite.
Oh, is it
Sounds
not?
cozy. No, they have it. They have a reserve. They can
Yeah.
kind of run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a lot.
Yes, it's a lot. But the bags of holding are pretty common. I mean, sure, Johnny had them.
Yeah, I used to have one. Had to leave it behind in Azamaki though when I fled.
Just wondering what kind of world-breaking shit can happen.
Yeah, I can see the gears turning.
I mean, we could fill the bag of holding with acid and just put people in it.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Acid bath for you.
Now who's talking about disposing of the food sports?
hey, look, it's purely logical. I'm not going to do it. I just want to know if it can be done. Now, if we filled the bag of holding with acid, what would it burn through when it reaches the end of its capacity? Would the bag just dissolve?
I don't know. Magic items tend to be more durable than their mundane counterparts, but I would have to look that up. I would say let's avoid getting acid on the bag just in case.
Okay,
I'm just thinking
that's fair.
how fun it would be if you were in a room with some big evil dude and you were just like, room of water. You just fucking upended a bag of holdings worth of water into the room.
I mean, that would be fun. I'm sure we could just one of us learn create water as well. What's that thing?
You can't
the
make
cleric
enough to
made
fill, like-
quite a lot of water.
Yeah, but you can't make enough. Like,
Well, I
We
mean,
could also just hold the bag of water in a river.
yeah. There's
yeah, but
There's
that
ways
takes
to-
actual water from, like that's not as good.
Well, we're only renting it. We're going to put it back once we find a small room with a bad person, right?
Yeah. Yeah, also, can this completely mess up, like, the climate?
You could mess up the climate for sure with this thing.
You could.
Like, for sure you could create a
Rain
liquid
forever.
so hot that
We could also potentially solve global warming by adding to the atmosphere with the extra water that we could add.
how far can it go before it becomes a gas? I go, haze, please.
no, it's not liquid. So there is an upper limit even to water, to all of the liquids that come out of it. But I need to look it up. It's an alchemy jug. It's a legit.
Okay. It's a legit.
It's a
thing.
legit item. So I didn't think it was going to be that world breaking when I introduced it. But who knows what you do? But yeah, it's a lot. I'd have to look it up. But it's easily a few gallons of water can come out of it.
That's not that much.
I mean, then we don't need the bag. We just keep pouring it out of the jug.
Yeah. But it doesn't.
I'll
In
look
case we have
I'll
to
look
give
it
the
up.
jug back.
And I was
We
also
can-
thinking if you take a bag of holding and you go inside out.
No, don't do that.
No?
No, that doesn't work the way you think it would.
It doesn't not.
No, I read
Hey.
a book about that once.
Oh, I love reading books. What did it say?
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. No, there was a whole town that just wasn't anymore. Just inverted reality or something. I don't know. Could have been false. Could have been a tall tale, but
That gives me a great
it says
idea, though.
definitely do not try. It probably has it on the underside of the bag of holding as standard.
Yeah, everything will kind of just like rapidly decompress outwards. So I guess it depends what you have in there.
At what radius did it say in the book?
I really
No.
don't think we should be going down this route
Because
of,
listen,
of logic.
If we tied a string to it, we could do it from afar.
Well, I was thinking if we had it set up, I could just sharpshooter it with like a blunt arrow
Yeah.
and just go.
Shoot it in the.
So you arrive into Alvermere.
Sorry, Melody, did you want to do some drinking?
Yes. You guys all get some like road beers, and you have some beers in your cups, and I'm just gonna gloss past all of this potentially dumb game breaking stuff.
I love making bombs.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
maybe
know.
if we introduce
I know
my
you do.
staff into the equation, it gets even more game breaking.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you arrive into Aldermere, and
Hold on, I gotta put on my ring.
Change what you look like.
Yeah. Okay. I look like a half orc pirate.
Okay.
Let's come up with a name for this guy, shall we?
Fred.
Fred, it is.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect, Fred. You're okay being a
You
being a half orc pirate here, hundreds of miles away from the sea.
Traveling circus.
You should be like,
And for
And I have a couple of gallons of water in this bag as well.
for the next month and a half or so, you're happy being Fred the pirate. Yeah, this is what you want.
Look, I didn't make the decision. The ring calls what the ring needs.
and
Fred,
you refer to
Fred.
yourself only in third person. So you're like, I want to do this, said Fred.
Said Fred.
And then you
Yeah.
can be like, right,
Did I
said
nail
Fred.
the accent? Said Fred?
Yeah, I don't think you need an accent or anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a half orc pirate.
Right.
Do you have an eye patch?
I do now. Wait, hold on. Do I have an eye patch?
Do you have a peg leg?
Sure, you can have an eye patch if you want.
Yeah.
Do you have a peg leg?
It's also disguised self, so you could like definitely have an eye patch as part of that.
Yeah, for sure. That's
It would be best because disguise self, it just, like, it doesn't actually change you. You know, it's not a polymorph.
So
well, no. This is a true
He-
because I've got like
well,
horns to
it's
get rid of
it's
in
a combination like alter self and disguise self ring. So the drawback is you can't decide what you want to be, but it will morph your form. So it
Okay.
basically gets rid of his tail and his horns.
Yeah.
And so if he were to actually get bigger, he won't just look bigger. And so if you waved at his head, it wouldn't go through his head. It would actually hit him. He's actually
Okay.
changed
Yeah.
form.
Because I was thinking it'd be funny if you had, like, a claw hand, like a pirate, but then could just grab stuff.
No, so I think I look like a real fucking pirate. Like I have the big red great coat. I've got like a big beard and like real long hair. Like a full fucking tri-corner hat on and like big boots as well. Look,
I thought it was like,
over two. I got huge pecs,
Just knockers the size of
one
mountains.
peg leg, and like just like fucking belts. Yeah, for sure. Just a fucking full-on pirate.
Yeah, okay. So you guys get into Aldermere. It's probably
3 o'clock.
I can't remember. You guys arrived in like the morning as they were like breaking up and like heading out. You guys did a lot of messing around. Time is all wibbly wobbly in the wibbly wobbly. I'm gonna say it's like evening time now. You arrive. You've maybe walking for another like hour or so to get out the other side of the forest to where Aldermere is, and the next town that Vespuccio is setting up at. And you see on the outskirts of town the circus being set up. And Sid, there would have been a lot of I think particularly like Melody and Bren would have maybe gotten some flyers for Vespuccio's circus along the way
to town.
and these flyers would have like really like hyped up Vespuccio's Caravan of Curiosity as like just the biggest thing. And you get there and it's essentially just kind of like a ring of wagons. They don't have a big top tent. It's just, they have some benches that they kind of like put around. And you just see that there's like a clown in the middle of it. He just looks like just a normal fucking clown. But you see that there's like so many people, like all these villagers, a lot of gnomes in this village, gnomes and elves, all kind of just like gathering around and all just having a great time. And Vespuccio is kind of like sitting off to the side and kind of like watching this clown just do like a juggling act and stuff like that. And he sees you approach and he's like, my friends, how did it go? You're gone, quite a while, but did you get my jug? Or were the motley crew okay?
They're all dead.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
What did you kill them?
No, we just rooted them out.
Okay, the context of that is lost on me.
This is my pirate friend that I picked up along the way.
you look different.
Yeah,
the
Fred
other
just
one-
caught up with them.
The other one died.
Oh, are
I
we
guess.
sad about that too? You guys gonna?
yeah.
Okay.
No, not really.
Okay, I'm very confused.
He was just a farmer that we had met that day.
Oh, okay. I thought this is maybe just like a part of the Quick Change Act thing.
Yeah, I figured you remembered that. No, Vespuccio, it's me. I'm Salvador Bladesinger.
Oh,
We fooled you.
okay, but now you're an orc.
Yes,
Or
half.
is this like prosthetics? He starts like
Ow.
reaching up to try and like pull at your face.
Oh, that's my
That's
beard.
really
it's
well
quite
done.
real. Please, it's
Okay,
quite real.
wow.
Thank you.
That's good.
I grew it very quickly.
Some good magic. I like it.
Yeah, speaking of good magic,
Yeah.
where'd you get that jug?
Oh, that's my. Oh, can I get it back?
I don't know. Mel, did we get the jug? I can't remember with all the foliage.
Yeah, we got the job.
Oh.
Oh, can I have it? What was your name again?
My name's Sid.
Sid. Okay, can I have my jug back, please?
Heck yeah, dude.
Ah, thank you.
It's crazy. Like, you can make hot dog juice with that stuff.
I've never thought of doing that.
Can it make liquid gold?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Gold is not usually kind of liquid as its base form, I don't think.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Makes
sorry.
sense.
But I mean, it can make whiskey.
That's liquid gold to
Yeah.
me.
No, it's not.
Here, have
It's gotta
some
be
whiskey.
apple cider vinegar.
Okay. What about sambuca?
I've never had sambuca.
Well, it tastes awful, so you might like it.
Okay,
You like
yeah.
apple cider vinegar.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, he pours you a little shot of sambuca.
Yeah, I don't like it.
For context, listeners, he just rolled his 1d4 that he has. Oh, okay.
These your dice?
Yeah, thanks.
They weren't in the hallway at all.
No.
Looks like past
They
Jim
were-
was more and less prepared than
They
I
were
thought.
slightly behind his laptop.
I thought that's where my drink was.
Okay. Anyway, okay. So I'm very, very happy that you brought me back my jug. Yeah, it's it is pretty. It's pretty special. It's kind of, it's very special to me. But yeah, look, Jeff is kind of just finishing his set. Do you guys?
Why is that clown named Jeff?
Yeah. Well, I've tried to give him other names, but look, between you and me, I fucking hate that guy. He's a prick. He's probably the worst enemy of my entire life.
Oh, strong feelings, Vespuccio.
Well, he
Is
was.
it because he's always clowning around?
No, it's because he's fucking called Jeff, and I hate
Okay.
that. I want him to have a nice clown name, like Giggles or Smiles or something clowny, but no, he just goes there and he says, "No, my name's fucking Jeff." It kind of brings down the whole vibe of the entire Curiosity Caravan.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see
Yeah.
that. The beer gut doesn't help much with the clown either.
Yeah, look, and he's all about like the physical comedy. It's only about the jokes. That's what make people laugh.
He's just in a stained t-shirt as well. There's no presentation at all.
And yet everyone is laughing at him. He does a good job, which kills me to admit.
Fair. Yeah.
Anyway, look, I think Madame Twist is about to go on, but do you guys feel like doing a performance? Do you have a performance as a band? The Motley
yeah.
Crew would just all go and kind of just like fight each other, and they would, entertain people that way. I don't know if you guys have anything that you want to do.
Oh, I can do
You were
some
doing like acrobatics.
I can do
good.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
I've got a tight 5. I can do some observational comedy. I can do a better job than Jeff, that's for sure.
Oh, I hope so. And what about you, Sid?
I was really just wanting to watch the circus, but I suppose if needed,
You could do that arrow thing.
I've got some good animal handling skills.
Oh, well, we kind of already have like some animal handlers, so they might be getting a little bit, touchy that you're kind of, encroaching on their territory, on their kind of bits. But we can see what happens.
I can do this, and I think just go fire, like just burst into flames.
Wow. A fire. I mean, that's pretty amazing. We can do that. We can do something with that.
Okay.
Okay. Great. You know what? Tell you what. Madame Twist, you wait. And then he goes walks in front of the crowd, just kind of like kicks Jeff, just like boots him off.
You get lost, Jeff.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen of, and he like looks at his hand, Aldemir. I present to you the most wonderful band of performers you have ever seen in your entire lives. I present to you, and then he kind of looks at you guys.
Better off Fred.
Better off Fred. And he like whips the crowd into a frenzy. And yeah, what would you like to do to entertain this crowd?
Ladies and gentlemen, long ago, when I was hunting through the deep forests of
Arathmore.
Arathmore, I came upon a great beast that the natives worshipped, and they would frequently bring him sacrifices. But I said, nay, I shall tame this wild beast.
Fink this whole time is looking at me.
Yeah.
What?
Melly's taking out like a lute and is like strumming dramatically at like at appropriate pauses.
And the natives let me know that their god that they worshipped and made these sacrifices to was the one that controlled the weather itself and whether their crops would be bountiful. And I said, that's what we need in town. So I captured this beast for you all to see. Now witness as the god Fink stands before you.
He's just in regular Fink form
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah. All the crowd are kind of like muttering and looking at each other. Like they look quite like captivated, but they're all kind of like taken aback. Mainly because he just looks revolting, and you hear like a few of the kids being like, "Ew, is that a god? I didn't think gods were so icky."
Fink,
Most gods are slimy kids.
great god Fink, to give us bountiful crops here in Aldemir. Please, will you show us the great power of the storms?
As he turns lightning.
Yeah, Fink turns into his lightning mode, starts like dancing around. Not quite sure what you want from him, but just like the energy of his like lightning form kind of like takes over a bit, and he just starts like kind of like zipping side to side. And
Bren
stuff.
holds up a hoop.
Fink just looks at you.
Now, Fink, great god, we need the rains to come to water the crops.
Fink turns water and kind of just like does like a little like a spout of water into the air, like as if he's a fountain.
And give us the great blessing of the earth.
Yeah, he just looks more like a rock. And you see at this point, all the kids are like, that one wasn't as cool.
And now, show that the enemies shall need to stay away from Aldemir. Show the great fury of your fire.
Goes on fire mode, starts going like Charizarding, like
Up into the air.
Yeah.
Full on fire breath. Up
Yeah.
in the air.
Give
Yeah, that's how I want to end it. Is his full fire breath just
Amazing.
straight into the sky.
give me a performance check, please.
All right, I'm bad at these.
I'll say that because you are
Cool.
you're essentially being helped with Fink, you can do it with advantage.
All right. That is the first of the day. A nat 20.
Oh,
very
shit.
good.
Okay. Yeah, you see that
They think it is a real god.
yeah, you really, really quickly peg that they were not impressed by the rock form at all. So like quickly cycle back to the more exciting ones. Until you do like the big finale of the fire, and Melody's like giving it sucks behind you, and like everyone's like losing it, thinking it's so good. And you see Vespuccio looking over, nodding very sagely. And then
With the nat 20, can I request that it's so good that Fink's ego is just through
Yeah, sure.
being referred to as a god.
yeah, you see that with this kind of like final like gout of flame that Fink lets out, he reverts back to his normal form, and essentially goes into like the front row and starts like begging for scrap. Well, not even begging, like essentially demanding scraps of food. Yeah.
One of the kids swears a paladin oath to him.
Yeah, I say in the whole thing that they would give him flesh. So, I'm like, so give to the gods your meats.
Yeah, you see some guy who's eating a hot dog, and he's like, well, I have to give it to the god. It's like, presents the hot dog to him.
Yes.
And Fink looks incredibly happy with himself and kind of just goes off, gets showered with food, and is now kind of just like starting to be in like just like a big gluttonous mess over in the corner of this like ring. And then all eyes are on Salvador or Fred.
Fred. Yes,
Okay.
Salvador died, unfortunately. Yeah, he puts down the hoop, which he's still waiting for Fink to jump
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, me, right? Yes, okay. People of Aldemir, Fred is me.
Hello, Fred.
Thank you.
Hi, Fred.
I'm going to do some comedy for you now.
Okay.
Fuck Windermere, right?
They all just go fucking nuts.
I lean into Melanie
a
and be
standing
like-
ovation for like 5 minutes.
That's my type 5. You lean into Melanie and be like, you gotta prime them for these things. Okay, now here's the type 5 that I've had time to write since I rolled the dice.
Yeah.
So, you know, you look at me and you probably see
A pirate.
a pirate, yes, and you know, that's...
Are you going to raid Windermere?
No, but that's the thing.
Straight 5 straight minutes of booing.
I'm going to...
You're losing them, Bren.
No. I'm going to plunder Windermere.
Yeah. Confused. Yay.
I look at someone in the audience and be like, because we all know Aldemir is where the good booty is. No, you can probably tell I am a half orc. Everybody sees that about me right off the bat. But nobody ever says, Fred, what's the other half? No one looks past the orc. And I wait for laughter. Okay, no, timed that wrong. Okay, well, you know.
What is the other half?
Yeah.
Well, my friend, that depends. If I need to do well in high society, I will tell people I will introduce myself as half elven. Ooh, la da da. I swan around the stage a bit.
You see a lot of the elves are clapping.
Yeah, very good, very good. This is my half elven side. But if I need to scare someone, then I become half orc.
But you're already half orc.
Yes, but it's about how you introduce yourself. You see, that's the bit. Anyway, do you ever think about what might happen if the other half was also orc? No, that's just a full orc, friend. Okay, so here's the thing, right? It's very hard to be half orc because, you know, people think orc and they think, oh, intimidating, oh, angry. But I can only ever get half angry about things. I'm constantly just kind of miffed. You know, I wanted to be a barbarian originally, but I couldn't get into a rage. I just kind of, you know, somebody would do something to make me angry, and I just have a pretty reasonable response. Anyway, that's my type 5. No, I've got another one. Yes, I am a pirate, you see. You know, I said I wanted to be a barbarian, but I couldn't get angry enough. I was just kind of miffed the whole time. So I decided maybe I'll be a pirate. I went to pirate school and, you know, I play hooky occasionally.
I get to laugh, yeah.
And they say, you know, what kind of ship do you want? And some of them would say, oh, well, I'm going to have a big ship. And others would say, I'm going to have a little ship. All I've found is fucking hardship.
That was very good.
Thank you, because that actually is my tight 5. Okay, I've been Fred. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Fred. You leave the quote unquote stage.
Yeah.
Just the dirt circle that you're in. Vespuccio kind of gives you like, give me a performance check. I'll let you actually roll a real dice.
23.
Despite all, I think they really latched onto the Windermere hatred thing at the start, and you just won them over at that.
That's, you gotta prime them.
And they just
You come out the gate strong, and
they
the
just
rest
laughed
doesn't
at
matter.
everything. And
Can I have my D4 back?
No.
and
Since you found your others.
you see that Madam Twist kind of then goes and takes stage and starts doing this like big acrobatic routine, and like starts like, you know, doing like loads of like tumbling and gymnastics and flips and things like that. And as she's doing that, Vespuccio calls you but over, and he's like, that was wasn't really sure what you were going to do, but that was great. Well, where did you learn how to do the comedy like that?
Well, I told you I could do it, and then you asked me to do it, so I kind of just made it up.
Wow, that's the best kind of comedy.
Yes, not good comedy. That and Fred, or what's your man's name? Bill? Jeff? God, so forgettable.
Jeff,
Better than Jeff.
Yeah, and you see Jeff is like was wandering over this one, and he's like, "Hey, you guys talking about me?"
No, Jeff. Fuck off, Jeff.
What the fuck's your problem? You coming here thinking you're funny?
Just smoking a big cigar.
I got about 50 people over there who agree with me, Jeff.
Like half his makeup is like smeared off, and he's just smoking. And he's like, "What the fuck's your problem?"
You're my problem, Jeff.
You're a fan of physical comedy. Do you know how much I've bullied and treated my body and absolutely disrespected in order to get a few cheap laughs? You wouldn't understand the pain and suffering I've put myself through.
I like this guy.
That sounds like a you problem, Jeff, because I was able to make them laugh without any of that shit.
Yeah, but that's just words. Words are cheap.
Jeff, would you like
for
a hot
liars
dog?
and charlatans? I would love a hot dog.
Here
I think
you go.
you're cheap, Jeff.
Thanks.
I like this guy. He reminds me of a redhead I used to know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to be over in my caravan, smoking and feeling sorry for myself.
Can I come too?
Sure.
I love feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, do you want a cigarette, kid? They're real bad for your health.
Melody,
They make you feel awful.
should we be worried about that, Melody?
Oh, that sounds like exactly what I need.
Oh, God, we've lost him.
So, kid, why did you feel so sorry for yourself?
What?
Why'd you feel so sorry for yourself, kid?
Oh, my best friend and father figure that I've ever had died.
Oh, that's pretty shit.
Yeah,
Andy has to look in the mirror every morning.
and I got partnered with a pirate.
Okay, I mean, the part's kind of funny looking. If you stop talking as much, maybe just did a dance. That people don't really appreciate, the true joys of,
Physical comedy.
falling on your face. You go outside, you walk in front of a pile of kids. You don't want to talk to make them laugh. You just trip yourself up, smack your face in. You see this nose? I've broken this nose 800 times.
I have a serious question though. When you're talking about walking in front of a group of kids, are you
Yeah.
legally allowed to do that?
Yeah.
anymore?
I just got to say 10 meters away from them so the cigarette smoke doesn't get in their faces.
Oh, fair.
The parents don't like that much. But anyway, look, what's your name?
My name's Sid.
Okay, Sid, don't listen to anything fucking Vespuccio tells you, okay?
Oh.
That guy's a fucking idiot.
Oh, okay. Is that all?
He's probably my worst enemy.
He seems to have a jug that I'm not sure if he understands the value of it.
Oh, no, he does. He fucking loves that jug. He's just like, he thinks he's all nice, and you let those Motley Crue people, drink from it, and he's like all kind, and he goes and he cares about his people like a fucking chump.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking hate that guy.
No, I like caring about people. I just don't care about myself as much.
Yeah, well, someday the hatred will get so deep inside you don't care about anyone else, and that's when the true comedy will happen.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go look at the food stalls. Thanks for the cigarette.
Yeah, you're right. You haven't lit that up yet.
Yeah, I'm saving it for when I'm at my saddest.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. It'll only get worse from there, and you'll be happy then for a moment, and then everything will just be Jeff.
Yeah, as we leave, Sid is feeling very confused and feeds the cigarette to Fink.
Yeah, Fink just eats it happily. Doesn't even, you throw it on the pile of food that he's like feasting on. So yeah, Vespuccio turns to you, Bren, and it's like, Vespuccio. So, Fred.
Yes, Fred, me. I am Fred.
Yeah, so how you liking our circus so far?
It's good, yeah, it's very good. The flyers would have had me think that there might have been a tent. Have you just not put it up, or?
Okay, so we got like an artist's impression of a tent to put on the flyer. We have ordered a tent. Yeah.
So now you're just kind of working off the implication of a tent?
Yeah, kind of like that. But look, I mean,
it's very avant-garde of you.
I mean, look, the people here, they just want to be entertained. I'm not even charging these people, you know.
How are you making money, Vespuccio?
Yeah.
You might want to start charging people, Vespuccio.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I kind of have a little cup, and sometimes people, look, the people out here in these kind of villages and towns, they don't have a lot of money, you know. I don't want to force them. I just want people to laugh. It's why I keep fucking Jeff around.
Oh, yeah, well, look, I can get behind
hate him,
that.
but he's funny.
I think I might hate Jeff, too.
Yeah, I mean, that's because you're a person of sense.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can totally get behind the altruism of it, but, like, how are you funding the circus?
Okay. Give me a persuasion check, Jim.
14.
I think with a 14 and your previous kind of, like, performance that he saw, like, give a lot of people a lot of joy and that you did so well, he's kind of, like, warming up to you a lot.
Cool.
And he kind of, like, he's like, okay, come here. I don't want everyone to hear this. So let's go over to, my caravan. And he's like, Bren, sit down. Here, you want some, what you want? What you like to drink?
I like apple cider vinegar.
He takes his jug and pours you some apple cider. He's, oh, more should be coming out of this. It seems like maybe someone's already drank a lot of the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, no, don't. It must have been the Motley Crew.
Oh, okay. Anyway, here, there's a drop here. You can take it. So yeah, these
Thank you for that sound effect.
Catch on my tongue.
These kind of people, look, they give what they can give. I don't want to ask for too much. When we get to some of the bigger cities, then I start charging a lot more money, and that's when we get to Banner, we will have a big tent. I've requested it be there, so then we'll put a tent up, and then people who want to come into the tent, they'll have to pay to come in. But otherwise, when we're out here, I'm happy to not have the tent up so everyone can see. I just want people to be happy.
Okay. So you build up the reputation in the sticks, and then when comes the time for the bigger village, then you reap your reward.
Yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. I just want people to be happy.
Hey, that's cool, bud. That's cool. You said we're going to Banner. Is that the next stop on our tour? Or?
There'll be a few smaller villages between that, but that's kind of like the big one. Yeah, it's kind of like
I've actually never heard of Banner. Can you tell me a bit more about it?
I mean, it's kind of near the highway, so we'll be gonna go there, and then we'll cross over the highway until we get to Azumakia. It's it's pretty big. It's gotten a lot bigger over the past few years. It had I think. It used to be just like a small town and had a wall around it, and then it's kind of just gotten bigger, and it's pretty prosperous. It's close to the highway, so trade is easy. It's pretty safe. So yeah, I was there. I don't know, a few months ago.
All right.
That's when when we're coming out this way, I ordered the tent to be built so it kind of matches the flyers.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Can you turn that music off, please? To some minstrels in the background.
I don't think the mic's actually picked that
How
up.
do you deal with that? I mean, it's fun music, but is it 24/7?
Yes, that's kind of an important part of the circus, is that you always have some dainty music in the background.
You should. I suppose that's fair. Ambiance and all that. You should get Melody to sing some songs. They're wonderful.
I will.
Yeah.
Very cool. No one kind of comes into the circus and doesn't pull their weight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay. Right. So, what are we going to do this evening? What's the evening's entertainment, Vespuccio?
We are.
Okay. Okay. So,
it's
tell me about this. Actually, hold on.
Well, I put Jeff on to start because fuck him. He only deserves the opening act.
Yeah.
And then I put you guys on because I didn't know what I didn't want to have you guys last and have it be disappointing. But you're quite good. Maybe I put you higher in the bill.
Yeah. Maybe I'll work out an actual bit next time.
Yeah. And then after Madame Twist, now we're gonna have Jacques and Genevieve
What do Jacques and Genevieve do?
Oh, he's a lion tamer, and Genevieve's the lion. And they
Oh.
kind of do all the tricks and things.
Okay, that's cool.
And then Gizmo will go on, and then of course I will take the stage and do my joke.
And what does Gizmo do?
Oh, he's like a gadgeteer. He's got loads of gadgets. Well, yeah. See, Gizmo is actually the reason why Jeff decided to come. Because Gizmo shot me with a gun, and it turned me real big, and Jeff said this is the funniest fucking thing he's ever seen in his life, and decided to come and to join the circus.
Oh, you probably, by extension, aren't that fond of Gizmo as well, then.
No, Gizmo's pretty great.
Okay. Have you considered shrinking Jeff?
Yes, that happens a lot.
I like that. And tell me, what do you do?
I tell the jokes, and I be the announcer.
Oh, okay. And then...
But mostly I kind of just like to sit back and enjoy all the laughter around me.
Right, yeah, okay. And then, riddle me this. Tell me about Madame Twist.
What about her?
You see, I am a fan of the acrobatic arts.
Yeah, and you see it kind of at this point, like Madame Twist is kind of like working up to her big finale.
Don't spoil it on me now, Vespuccio. Let's watch.
You see that like it's this like young like muscular woman. She's maybe in her like mid to late 20s, wearing like just like typical like gymnastics leotard kind of style. She's just after doing like loads of like flips over people and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
And then Vespuccio kind of like, no, she's like, this is where she gets her name from. Well, obviously where I give her name, you know. Well, need to come up with a name for you, Fred.
You need to come up with a name
I know.
for me.
It'll come to me. Don't worry.
Okay. Mr. Flip.
And you see that like she kind of like creates like a big space, sprints for a second, turns as if she's like running backwards for a sec, like dips her face almost across the ground, goes up horizontally and spins like 5 times and lands in a split.
A quintuple B-twist.
Yeah.
Vespuccio, I must know, what's her deal?
She just loves to do the flips.
Yeah, is there a Mr. Twist, Vespuccio?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Fred slicks his hair.
Okay, well, I mean, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
I can put in a good word for you if you like.
Yeah, please do.
She kind of she joined us, you know. It originally was just me and Jeff and Gizmo. We were going around and we're doing the comedy, and then she saw the act and she was like, oh, you guys need to have some more like excitement in your thing. It can't all just be comedy. You need to have people's like blood flowing with excitement and danger. And so she joined. She kind of just forced herself on the circus, and I said I wasn't going to say no.
Oh, she can do no wrong. Okay, tell me this. Where'd you come from, Vespuccio?
Here and there.
No, but where is there?
Somewhere there and here.
You're a man of mystery, aren't you, Vespuccio?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
I know where he's from.
15.
Same place we're going, Jeremiah.
Fuck.
At least that one's going to be easy to edit out.
Hell, in the end. I got a 15. I'm going to roll a luck point and see if I can
Oh,
go higher
shit.
on it, though. I did. Oh God, what's my modifier? I just looked at it. Sorry, insight was it? That's 19.
You see that Vespuccio...
I think Bren has got a good eye for like eyeing people up to be like, is this person going to blow up my spot? Is this person a threat?
You start thinking about Vespuccio and how he
Is Italian.
is Italian and very outwardly said that like this isn't his real accent.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, nothing. And like when you start like playfully pressing of like, you know, there, he's getting like a little uncomfortable, but not in a way that is shady. More in a way of like, I don't know you enough yet to
Hey,
to say more, you know, that kind of
okay, yeah. Well, you know,
we're all in the circle. We're all running from one thing or another, you know.
look, you seen me with my illusion dropped. So
I don't think he has.
he did. When I did the flip, I went up in the air and I was a tiefling and I came down as Salvador.
Yes. Well, you don't know how much he saw.
I suppose he doesn't know if that's my true form as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't say that then.
Yeah.
I go, truer words, Vespuccio. Truer words. Okay, I should probably go and find my party, see what they're up to. Fred out.
Okay, look.
Hey, put in that good word for me, yeah?
Sure. And there's a huge round of applause as Madame Twist finishes her performance. You see Jacques and Genevieve go on.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I just need to sit here. Oh, excuse me.
What?
Let me.
Come on.
I just need to
Kid,
sit here
kid,
in the
come on.
front.
We're all
Excuse me.
sitting. What's
Excuse me. Ow! Think. All right. I need you to sit here in front so you can be my table. Get my book out. Let's see if there's anything interesting about this lion.
Okay, yeah. You see kind of walking onto the stage into this dust pit, this elvish man who just has like the most stereotypical French mustache you've ever seen. Just like, skin tight leggings and just like a tight top, just like, just accentuating all his curves. That just he's like unnecessarily like flaunting like the top he's wearing is like just such a deep V, like almost down to his belly button.
Bren gets real intimidated and rolls to see if Madame Twist is looking at him. Oh, that's a 21.
You're looking like you don't get the vibe that she's into him. In fact, like she's kind of like looking, but then like very quickly is looking away. I think with an insight, it's almost as if she knows not to look at him. As then you see like he starts going into this like handstand, and all of a sudden like this lion just like rushes in from nowhere, like starts like leaping through his legs and like in and out of like his arms and things like that. And they just start like doing all these like acrobatics. You can give me a nature or animal handling check.
21.
Bren, and kind of what the crowd sees is like this elvish man and this lion are like all over each other. It's like a real like cat mom or cat dad energy. Like like she's like licking his face a lot, and he's like really like
That's a druid.
yeah.
I was about to say, that is a wild shaped druid if ever I've seen one.
This is exactly like the pet thing we were talking about at the beginning of the episode.
And you see that like I think with a 21, like this lion is moving quite lion-esque, but there's like way too much just like overtly sexual things, and they're just like all over each
grinding
other.
up on the lion.
Yeah,
Sid absolutely closes the book, puts it in the bag, and covers Fink's eyes.
Yeah, and you just see like they're playing this off, like their whole act is that like he's like seems really scared at first, and then like goes to like tame the beast, and they like it's just like, and like you see a lot of like the adults who are also putting their like hands over the kids' eyes. And Vespuccio's like, yeah, I really need to tone that down.
And Sid is in the front row.
Yeah,
That's weird, right, guys? That's weird.
Sid starts taking out the rain poncho.
yeah. And you see that now after you watch it a bit more of their act, you see my Madame Twist just like can't stomach this. Look at it, like you tell like this is her, like she's seen this act so many times that she's just like no. Just no.
Oh God. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Pause to yourself is what I would say, but
All of these performances and stuff just go on long into night, and then Vespuccio kind of like takes up his
I want to see Gizmo. What does Gizmo
Gizmo.
do?
Gizmo takes stage. He's like, okay, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. He kind of just like steps onto a little box so people can see him. He's like, it's me, the great Gizmo, the glorious gadgeteer. I need a volunteer.
Me, Fred, me. It's Fred. I'm the pirate. Me, please.
You were
Hi.
already part of
Yeah, no, it's Fred.
You'd give me a
There's also a child, a little girl.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I would like to
No,
do
Fred puts his hand in front of Ruby's face. Oh, not one.
Ruby bites your hand.
Okay, little girl. What? You said your name was Ruby, was it?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd actually be on stage.
Okay.
Just fucking with Jim.
Fuck you, Ruby. Ruby is my enemy.
Okay, Ruby, are your parents here? Do they give consent for this performance?
Yeah, my dad's there. He's drunk.
Okay, perfect. That's the best type of dad. It's the only dad I ever knew. And you see that, like, okay, Ruby, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you up here. You're gonna close your eyes, and then when you open them, you're gonna be somewhere else.
Okay, this is scary.
I see his dad looking real worried.
Okay, the first time I do this, everyone kind of gets scared. So just everybody, and he just like pulls out a gun. Whoa! Points at Ruby's head and shoots her. And then like she just disappears, and he points somewhere else and shoots it, and she appears there, and he's like, "Ta-da!"
How do we know it's the same Ruby? How do we know it's the same Ruby?
Oh God!
Okay, Ruby, do you want to be really big now?
Bren is screaming.
She nods.
She shoots Ruby again.
Where did she go?
Ruby like doubles in size, and he's like, just before he does it, he's like, "Now I give you the greatest performance in the world, the only known thing to make Jeff the Clown laugh louder than anything else. I give you large gnome." Shoots Ruby, like hits a dial in his gun, shoots Ruby, and she like just goes into like the size of like a normal human, and like you just hear like from the corner Jeff just dying laughing.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Like
Literally dying. Laugh.
yeah. Then just has this gun that like then like shrinks her down, like makes her unable to speak and see it. Just all these like various spells and things that like change status effects until
She can't speak. Ruby is just silently crying. So distraught.
he looks at the dad. He's like, "See, isn't this the perfect invention?"
What are you doing? My daughter.
And then kind of like hits her with a dispel magic ray. She's back to Norma, and he's like, "Everybody, give it up for Ruby!"
Here's the number for a good therapist, kid. You're gonna need it.
Sid's like,
I really can't stand watching people. When I see, oh god,
And it would have been slightly bigger vomit at one point as well, too.
Yeah.
all those hot dogs.
Fink starts eating the hot dogs.
oh no. I thought you were going to say Sid starts. Let's not go down that path. I can't handle that.
Like a cat when it vomits and then it eats its own vomit.
Oh no, I need to take a break.
Waste not, want not.
It's okay, bud. I'm like patting your back.
My noises are going to start being real over here.
I didn't enjoy that as much as I thought I would.
As Gizmo's doing his finishes up, you see Madame Twist comes over to you, Fred.
Oh.
And she's like, what's your deal?
Single and looking to mingle, Madam Twist. Hi, Fred.
Suddenly you hear, beep, beep, bitch. Now we're in your brain to fuck up your date, too.
What did you say?
I was just asking for what your deal was.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, single and ready to mingle. My name's Fred.
Okay. Well, what do you do, Fred? I saw you kind of like, you
I
told
wanted
some
to-
jokes up there, but it's kind of like, did you do anything else?
Yeah, no, the jokes are just happenstance. I just wanted to fuck over Jeff.
Okay.
But, hey, check this out. And I want to do like a perfect round off double pack.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
Ooh, make sure that when you're doing it that you're no wait do use your other hand quick, like no you need to real quick pull your skirt up or else you're gonna trip on it.
20 on the dice and I do all those things.
Yeah, you start doing like a little back handsprings and like alternating your hands and like almost doing like a quick change as part of it.
I want to and flash it out with like a big flash kick at the end,
Yeah.
like Guile from Street Fighter.
She kind of looks at you and goes like, yeah, that's pretty like impressive or whatever.
Yeah, don't shut up. I know it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, she must think
So,
you're
like-
ugly. You need to use your beautiful wit that you have there.
You know,
Tell her a joke.
I can flash kick like a champion, but I can flash a better smile.
And like,
I open my mouth, all the pirate's teeth are rotten.
oh, okay, and we're well, maybe we just keep your mouth closed. They kind of like, I've never really seen like an orc is like nimble and agile as you.
I'm only half orc. The other half's an elf.
Oh, okay, well that's kind of interesting. I guess I'm half elf too.
Oh yeah? What's
Yeah.
the other half?
Well, it's human and kind of. I know we're like kind of basic bitch, but like you know.
Hey, you know, if it
Talk
works.
about how your race is
And
superior.
Madam Twist
People
is
love it when you
working.
do that.
My race is you know, people make, assumptions about like, damn it, Sid, get out of my head. So like, where'd you learn to flip like that? Damn it.
Oh, I kind of just like a little bit self-taught. I kind of like there was like this like monastery I was in, and they were all doing all this fighting stuff. I wasn't as much into the fighting. I kind of just liked all like the dancing and the flipping and things. So that's kind of what I did.
Oh yeah, that's cool. And like, tell me this: was that a quintuple B twist?
Yeah, she starts like twirling her hair a little bit.
Tell her you can do it better. They love it if you one up them.
Can I roll? Can I? What do I even roll to see if I can pick up on that?
Perception.
Oh, that's that's just a 10. Yeah, I'm gonna bet I could do it better. Fuck, I keep using your voice. Sorry.
That's even better.
Right. Sorry. Do you ever have it in your head where do you ever think that the voice in your head isn't quite your voice?
No.
Like it's trying to tell you things that anyway.
That's literally never happened to me whatever.
No?
Like no, that's like yeah.
Lucky. Yeah, I bet I could do a sextuple B twist. And I raise my eyes when I say sex.
Give me an acrobatics check. Like Jim, this is like DC 25. Like this is a.
The way I'm gonna do this.
Melody though is
No, the way
it like
Melody's in your head too.
yeah, but is also in your corner.
yeah,
So we'll give you inspiration for this.
incredible. Because the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to use my new ring, my ring of that gives me the mobile feet.
That's just a basic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it to jump so fucking high.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slow fall down. I'm gonna cast slow fall and do my spins on the way down.
So yeah.
So I'm gonna do the setup, chin to the ground, walking backwards, and then as I launch, I'm gonna take full movement if it were a turn as the jump action. I'm gonna jump myself 40 feet. I don't think I get my full.
We'll see what the
movement as a jump.
acrobatics.
And then I'm gonna slow fall as a reaction down and do my spins. Putting a luck point on that. Yeah, okay. That is.
And you have a DA from Melody.
And a D8 for Melody. Incredible.
Fink's ready in an action
Oh,
in lightning
7.
form if he doesn't get it.
No, I did real good. That
Nice.
is 17 without my modifier. So acrobatics,
+9, I imagine.
it's like wildly up there. Yeah, +9. So 26 plus 7.
Yeah, that you easily nailed the sextuple.
Yeah.
And she kind of like looks at you, clearly trying to not seem impressed.
I wanna land on one foot and spin into like the most flourished fucking bow to her as I can.
Do a Black Widow pose.
No, no, I'm not doing that. So there's an 8th spin as I hit the ground as I flourish into, and I offer her my hand.
Yeah, okay, I guess that was pretty cool. Do you want to like train together sometime?
I think I
And
like that.
her eyebrows go up a little bit as she says train.
She's talking about sex, Bren. Don't blush. Don't blush.
Bren,
Keep it together, Bren.
Bren goes real red. Sorry, out of breath from the
From all the spinning?
yeah.
Yeah.
From the sex trouble.
Bren, I bet she's real flexible.
Can I opt out of this group chat?
Oh yeah, like can you you didn't land in a split though. Like I can do the splits and she just like drops into the splits.
Now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I really think we should train together sometime.
She's like, okay, well I guess we'll be traveling together a lot, so we'll see what happens. Bye. And she just walks away.
Yeah, bye, Madam Twist.
Hey, Bren, your polymorph didn't quite work right. Your third horn is showing through your pants.
Fuck! Putting up the great coat. Did you see her? Did you see her, Sid? Wasn't she beautiful?
That was something. Yeah, she was real
I've
spinny,
never seen you
flustered.
flustered nearly as much.
Yeah, well, half of it's because I landed that flip.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Did you know you could do that?
No, I had to I don't know if you noticed it, but I had to game it with a slow fall.
Yeah, I noticed you kind of floated a little bit on your way down. That was impressive.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm quite good at acrobatics. It's my whole thing. Didn't know it would help with this, though. Hey, but Bren got game.
Bren, yeah, I guess Bren does have game.
In this one particular niche aspect of the game, Bren got game.
Well done, Jim. You successfully min-maxed the flirting with another acrobat game.
Another monk.
Hey, you know when you're like sitting alone and like when you're like, a kid and like you're kind of just becoming a teenager and you're thinking about like your dream girl and like how you could like woo them. Like you never expect to meet that girl, but here you go. Madam Twist.
The evening's entertainment ends and everyone kind of just like retreats to kind of like around a fire where they finally kind of have their own dinner and drinks and stuff like that. What do you all do? What does this kind of look like? This is like you guys have been traveling alone for the past couple of days. Sid, you and Bren, you both probably don't spend a lot of time with like big groups of people and in these kind of situations. Yeah. What does this look like? I think like Melody is like probably like just like playing some like campfire songs and stuff, keeping the mood. But what does this like feel like for you two?
Uncomfy.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable like being around this many.
Are there
people at a
woods
social
nearby?
station.
Yeah, you're like the woods that you guys were in is like literally maybe only like a mile, not even.
Oh, I don't want to walk that far away. I think Bren at least is just going to be sitting like on the edge of.
Yeah, maybe only half a mile. Like they're not that far away from it.
Bren, Fink and I are probably going to go to like the outskirts of town, just be a bit closer to the wilderness.
The outskirts of town, that's so far away. Like
It's like a half mile.
Oh, you mean the outskirts of this town? Okay. Name where you come from better. Okay. Yeah, I can go.
No, they should name this place better.
This place is a great name. Aldemir. Okay, I could go for a walk. I take my apple cider vinegar and just kind of do that. You know that like outside at the festival slow walk?
Yeah.
Go for one of them. Kind of just take in the space.
Melody, are you cool here? Like, are you doing your thing?
They give it a thumbs up, like
Somehow still do a chord.
Yeah. Like strum, thumbs up, go back to strumming.
Yeah, like hammer-ons kept them going while they.
Yeah, I just don't really like being around. It makes me feel unsafe. Like,
Look, if there was ever anyone who gets it, I get it.
and I mean, I've spent so much time like actually in town, and like, I could always go out to the woods with like Herman and stuff like that, but just, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to bond with people, if you're going to get to know somebody, it's better to do that away from all the influence of everybody else around there,
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about Madam Twist. Say that again.
Why are you so interested in this one?
Sid, did you see her? She's a bombshell and she did a quintuple B-twist.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I just, you just got to be careful, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's not all surface stuff. You should know that better than anybody else.
Yeah, but Sid, I like the surface stuff.
All right, fair. Yeah, I don't know. I just think, this is fun and everything. We just got to be thinking about what we're doing next and what the plan is. We're heading to Banner. Banner had one of those fucking portals.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was kind of... Wait, no, actually, I wasn't even there for the Banner conversation.
No.
I'm assuming you would have filled me in, maybe.
Yeah, because he had walked off on his own.
Yeah, I was
Sulking.
while they did the book, and then it disappeared.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have filled each other in on that. Yeah. Like,
hey, but look, that's a cool opportunity to, scope out what happens after the Hoots Force close the portal. Maybe we can ask what was happening
before. That's the thing. They didn't know how to close the portal. They only know how to make them stagnant.
Well, then maybe we can find the portal.
That's what I'm thinking. If we find it, I know how to close them.
Hold on. If there's a portal open, do you think it's a portal to the same place? Or
I have no idea. There's a lot of realms. In the time that I was with Khan, we went to like 3 out of 4 potential elemental planes.
You've been to 4 different planes. You did mention that. Sorry, you told me a lot.
In the book, you did see in the Hoots Force's notes, they had written down the types of energy, and you saw that the types of energy between the current portal that you just dealt with and when a Banner had the same energy type.
Same energy type.
So you would probably be able to intuit that it's probably a portal to the same place.
So it's potentially a portal to the same place. But, we're kind of just getting into this. Like, maybe it's like batteries and it's like positive or negative,
Maybe.
Like,
Sid, that could be a problem. we've left 2 Hoots Force in whatever that realm is, and there's a portal still open.
Here's the thing, though. All right, in all my time studying and looking at the trade routes, that the only things that the Hoots Force look after, right?
Yeah.
Like, here, let me, sketch this out for you. So, see the way, it looks like in Letuan with, all the trade routes and everything, and how they all kind of go to Valega.
Yeah. Valega.
Yeah. So these are the only trade routes going into here. These are the only ones they care about on these main highways. And the portals that we know of and that they had documented in there, let me sketch out where we found these and where they've been and where they sit and where they're worrying about them and how you get closer here. And do you see what I'm starting to make here?
A drawing.
Yeah, but see how it's a geometric drawing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see that. Like, symmetry.
Yeah, and they're all kind of pointing in to this central location of the city.
Yeah, Valega.
Sid, as you're kind of sketching that out, and you probably have in one of your notebooks just a general world map
Yeah.
of
I
that
figured that's
one.
what I was probably drawing on.
Yeah.
You're going to ruin the
And,
map, bud.
Maps are made for drawing.
it's, and you would know from all your previous studies of the Hoots Force that another one of the big disruptions that hassle that they've caused is that the creation of these highways were always done in purposely straight lines. Like the highway that leads, say, up to Raunar, where you were at the first Battle of the Bands, down to Valaga, does not link directly to Rowanar. It's slightly off to the side, but it's just a straight line down. And there's been a lot of reports from people that have had to have farms destroyed or relocated to make way for these highways.
So, Bren,
Yeah.
especially with what I've just said that the great voice in the sky just confirmed for us.
Yeah.
He's great, he's real handy when we're trying to have these conversations. But so have I told you much about when we had to fight the elemental beast and when Fink got his elemental abilities?
You gave me the cliff notes.
So
It was on a cliff.
Let me take this. Now let me take another slightly translucent piece of paper and sketch out where Fink was standing here, where we were doing the whole ritual thing, and then where we had the elemental things that Stormzy was putting together.
Yeah.
And see how these lines all went in from the middle with these geometric lines.
Yeah.
And when I set it on top of the map here,
Yeah. Lines
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
You think that's what he's trying to do? He's trying to...
And see how when I lay it on there, the lines match up
No,
in a
I-
similar way.
I get what you're saying. Sid.
Yeah.
Listener,
Yeah.
when I lay the line.
Let me
Yeah.
see if I've got this clear then, and let me say it as clear as I can to make sure I understand. You think that the Hootsman or some force in Valega is using the highways to enact a much grander scale version of what Stormzy did with the elemental plates.
I do. And my big concern is that if they also have a mutant rat, the powers they could give that thing.
What if it wasn't a mutant rat, though?
Well, then I don't know if it would work.
We're probably safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But no.
Oh.
Probably... I
mean, maybe you could do other spells.
Well,
but
Sid, I'm going to flash my hand and let the fire be like, we know it can affect people.
yeah,
That's how you get hot boys.
fair. Yeah. We've got 2 of them in the party now.
Yeah, and if the same thing happens that happened to Fink, whoever they do it to could be hot boy, hard boy, wet boy, shock boy. They could be anything.
They could be Clopalongs as well.
No, I don't think there's clop energy coming out of these things.
Oh. But you met a Clopalong.
I did. Actually, I've been meaning to say it. When I went
they made
in there...
Mr. Fishters?
Okay.
And
yeah, wet boys.
Sorry, they made fish monsters. I'm sorry. Mr. Fisher is a respectable citizen.
Yeah, from what I've heard, I wouldn't be calling him out like that. But hey, I've been meaning to tell you as well. When I went into the portal the last time, I got hit with a wave of that energy.
Did you?
Yeah, and now I'm really fucking spry. That's how I was able to do that sextuple B-twist.
Stop saying sex.
No, it's on my mind.
That's crazy. So you are you like Fink now then?
I
Wait,
don't think so.
Here, and I start pulling on my back. If I feed you these leaves, will you get like vine abilities? Here, open up quick.
I try to shoot vines.
You don't.
No, I don't know. I got fast. I did some perfect parkour in there and kind of harmonized with it.
Yeah, wild.
So like, I don't. Maybe it's me. I've never met anyone else like me. Maybe I'm more susceptible to these energies.
Yeah, huh? And like,
Maybe it's not everyone. Maybe
and
it's
Sun and you know, the purple people eater.
Blake. Yeah.
Like, that had some crazy energy going around, and the Hoots Force were trying to take them out and studying them.
That's true.
Weirdo.
So like,
Weirdo like your beardo.
why it's well kept actually. Why? What do we think is going on? Do we think the Hootsman wants to empower himself? Do we think he wants to empower? What's the scale of it? Can he empower the city? Can he empower an army?
Maybe he's just trying to blow everything up.
Maybe. Do we have any basis? Was there an explosion when Sid or when Fink got?
Kind of like not like that type of explosion though. It was more just
And didn't
waves
you say?
of energy.
Didn't you say that was like invaders from the other realms?
Yeah, there were like these elemental creatures.
And if he does that inside Val Lega at a much greater scale,
Yeah,
won't that?
but they all seem to kind of want to stop the ritual each time. Every time that's been happening, like the elemental things wanted to stop us. The vine creatures, when we were in there, you know, with the portal and everything, those dudes, you know, the Bracos, Tacos,
Yeah.
they wanted to stop us. Like, they become immediately hostile.
But was that just unchecked aggression? And maybe if the Hoots Force are trying to shore up these portals, maybe it's like, you know, hoses going into a bucket. You don't want holes in the hose or you're not getting as much power into the bucket.
That's fair.
Make an intelligence or a history check for me, Sid.
Wow. I rolled a 19 and I have a +1. That's great.
The Peloponnesian War was fought between Athens and Sparta.
You recall when you were talking to Raykara and she was telling you about the Necrogoblicon,
Yeah.
that it contains potentially a ritual to bring in these fearsome beasts from another realm.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember when I was talking to that E-girl?
Yes.
So she told me that the Necrogoblicon, which is that book
Yeah.
that my dad was either too piss poor to get back or, you know, join the bad guys, that can actually bring in scary critters from other places. Like, that's the point of it, I guess.
Did she say any more about what kind of critters and what kind of places?
No, just scary and big, and that our dragon died.
You said there was a dragon in town because, yeah, dragons horde. I remember that. Sorry, let's not bring that up. Yeah, I mean, we got to find out what he's doing. We got to find out how he's bringing these things into other planes from here. Like,
Also, there was a big thing that nobody's ever seen before that wiped out Khan's entire military force.
yeah?
And something like that seems like on the kind of grand scale of like what the Necrogoblicon was doing.
That was a long time ago, though, right?
And if I find out that my real dad killed my fucking father figure, because I would have been around the same time.
No, I think that was well before you.
It was because I'm 18.
Who's your real dad and who's your father figure in this
Khan
situation?
is the father figure, so I
But-
don't think it lines up that
I was
you're
born
real.
around
Oh, do you mean
the same time.
Okay,
like that
yes.
Sid's dad summoned the dragon.
And my dad
Wow.
left
okay.
around the
Sorry,
time
sorry.
right after I was born.
Trying to get my head
according
around
to
that.
you.
Yeah.
Which means that around the time that I was
Okay.
being born,
Cool. I thought-
Khan was dying, or Khan's army was dying.
Yes.
Which is when my dad was going to look for the Necrogoblicon.
Yes.
I didn't realize he was like gone your whole life. I thought
Yeah,
you knew
yeah,
him
yeah.
for a little while and then okay, cool. Yeah. And we're roughly the same age, right?
You're a couple years older.
That's why, kind of a dark
I
thing
have
to think
some
about.
memories of the war. Yeah.
Kind of a dark thing to think about. That's probably why my mom didn't need to have my memories erased when she erased her own memories of my dad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which hopefully she wouldn't do that, but she was in a bad state. But
Yeah, we should just check that out. But hey, look, I want to find this out too. You know, I had a reason to jump into that portal. I wasn't just chasing the cleric, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where I come from, Sid, and, you know, it seems to me like what's happening to Fink is what's happening to me, and I want to know where I come from. Am I just a human, you know, who took some fire magic from another plane, or am I from another plane? You know, Michaela didn't tell me much about where I came from.
So what do we do if we do find out where you're from? Are you just going to leave the party?
I don't know. I don't know anyone where I come from. I don't know anyone anywhere except for, you know, Michaela's gang and you and Azumakia, but they didn't even know the real me. I don't know the real me, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to know where I come from. It's not my home.
Fair. That's fair.
Don't really have a home, Sid. I don't know where me and Mrs. Twist will settle down.
We got lots of rooms at my mom's place.
Yeah, actually, that was probably the most welcome I've ever felt somewhere.
Yeah. Mom's nice.
But hey, that's neither here nor there, you know?
No, she's there.
Yeah, cool. I just want to let you know. I want to find out where I come from, and it sounds like this probably has a lot to do with it.
That's fair. I know that Melody had mentioned that there's a great sage that had a song written about him that was on the same type of journey trying to find out where he was from.
Yeah?
I think it was like Cotton Eye Joseph.
Cotton Eye Joseph. That,
Where did you come from? Where did you go, stuff?
well, looks like me and Cotton Eye Joseph are on the same path.
Just somebody maybe you can take inspiration from. I think he was on a quest to get married as well.
You think?
He thought he would have been a long time ago, but...
Well, I think it's safe to say I'm going to the same place he is.
So you and Mrs. Twist, you know?
Yeah.
Would you take that? Would you be Bren Twist?
I mean, I'd take Twist. I would be Master Twist in a heartbeat. Master Twist? Bren Twist? It's got a name to it.
It does. Kind of sounds like a nice candy bar.
Bren
Twist.
A
Bren
Bren
Twist.
Twist. I gotta name a move that, I think.
The Bren Twist.
The Bren Twist.
Yeah.
As you guys are kind of moved and just chatting shit, and you know you're egging on Bren as to, you know, how his future and how many kids they're gonna have and all this like things. The stars are out. You can kind of finally hear like the music winding down from the camp, and that is where we'll end this session for you guys just broing out into the night until the next time.
Next week, 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. A real long sleep.
Next time on Hearthfire Tales.
Wah-wah.
No, Sid, not like this. No. She's gone, Sid. Melody is gone forever.
I can never have children.
Now the world belongs to Sid.
Oh, there we go.
Mr. Fisher has entered the political scene.
But yeah, we've just become Mr. Fisher's political party.
Thank you so much for listening, dear listener. Jim is going to have a read of his script.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on the platform of your choice. Follow us on socials and join our Discord. You can find links to all of these things and more in our link tree. If you would like to show a little extra love, like Bren wants Mistress Twist to show him, please consider subscribing to our Patreon. It gives you access to loads of cool stuff like behind the scenes mini episodes, composing, artwork,
merch,
an exclusive mini episode, which I've already talked about. I throw a twist in there and it ruined it. Anyway, join our Patreon. You get merch, you get behind the scenes content, and you get access to special patron only channels in our Discord. Plus, we will like you more.
It's not a lie.
We won't
And,
talk
of
to you
course,
otherwise.
Some tiers get comms callouts, which I guess you'll hear in a minute. But until then, stay dangerous. Bye! It's can't fuck fucking call outs, and I'm calling every single fucking one of ye out. Starting with ye, Kira. Right? Come at me. Fucking come at me, Kira. I'll put you in the fucking ground. Now, Kira wants to wish Dylan a happy birthday because Dylan's
that's really nice.
birthday. Now, fuck her. Now, fuck her till she bleeds. I'm done with this.
Same birthday as me.
No, you just get another fucking. You know what? I'm
Call out, dude.
I am calling out every single fucking person who has their birthday on February the 15th because I swear to God, that is a good quantity and a high percentage of people. Get a unique fucking birthday, would you?
Tell that's your own wife, Jim.
You know what? Rookie, fuck ye, Rookie DM, I'm calling you out too. Yeah, I don't care that you're making quality content that people can go and look at if they want to DM better online, right? I don't care. Fucking fight me, Rookie. I'm in fucking heaven and hell, and I will still reach out onto the mortal plane and I will slap the living shit out of you, right? And Dread, don't think I don't see ye hiding over there, Dread, in the corners. Oh, look at me. I'm a new subscriber. Maybe he won't call me out in an aggressive... Nah, fuck that, Dread. I'm coming for ye as well. You fucking prick. Now, you've come at me and you've said, oh, please, bless Ryan's dice so they do better in the whatever the fuck the thing is we do at the start.
That's so nice, dude.
Nah. You take that American shit and you throw it out the window. I'm gonna anti-blast his dice to even it out, right?
Anti-blast, not curse.
I'm crying.
And listen here, quadruple bacon. I have no reason to dislike you, but I tell you, I do, and I want to fight you more than anyone. I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you, Becky. And when I'm done, I'm
She's
gonna make you draw it.
Then
I'm gonna-
con. That should be enough.
I'm gonna make you draw it, Becca. When I'm done.
Please do Artem Khan's call outs like this.
And Welslander. Sorry, quadruple bacon. It needs to be said. Your art is incredible. You do really good work. But that's not going to stop my fists from beating you to a pulp.
Well, I'm done with you. Your hands will be mango.
Bring us home. End Welslander.
Welslander. I don't know ye. I've never met ye. But I have a very, very particular set of skills. I am going to find you. I am going to learn who ye are. I am going to come to where you are, and I am going to use my limbs to physically render you unable to walk through violent attacks. Anyway, that's been Con's callouts. We hope to see you in the next.
I'm sweating so much from laughing.
No, Khan's call outs. Holy shit, Jim. Fuck me.
Until the rest of you. You'd want to stay dangerous, because if you don't, I'm gonna get you. Right, you here, you fucking devil or an angel, whatever the fuck you are. Come here. I'm gonna fucking kick the shit out of you. And then I roll an attack. Right.
Thanks, everybody.
Holy fuck.
Khan's a bit angry wherever he is.
He's turning into Doom Guy.
Yeah.
Wow.